Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're about to do 6 most disturbing home invasions caught on security camera footage. Are y'all ready for this? It's scary hour. No it ain't. It's like 6:20 p.m. but I gotta do this now or I'm not gonna do it because I gotta work tonight. Let's do it. Damn bro. I'm in my house, you might die.
In September of 2017, the owners of a home near Las Vegas would begin to notice suspicious charges to their credit cards. Upon further inspection, they would confirm that they 100% did not make these purchases.
To your credit card?
The couple did lose a purse containing multiple cards a few days prior, but they just assumed they misplaced it somewhere around the house.
No.
Obviously, now seeing recent activity on the cards, they realized this was not the case. At some point, the purse had to have been stolen. They began reviewing home security camera footage to pinpoint when exactly they left the house with the purse and unknowingly didn't come back with it. But oddly, they would find that at no point did they return home without the purse. This would cause them to take a deeper look at the footage, practically analyzing everything hour by hour. And after a while, this was the footage they were met with.
If I lost something immediately, I would have immediately watched that. Wow. Easily. Just left the door open. And they got a cat. That's what you got. Nah, bro. No.
Two men would enter the house by climbing a back wall to get into the backyard, and from there simply walk through the back door to the house, which was unknowingly left unlocked by the homeowners. They would then silently creep into the kitchen and steal multiple valuables, one of which was the purse. Most disturbing, though, is the fact that not only were the homeowners in the house while this took place, but they were sleeping on their living room couch only a few feet away.
What?
And judging by the way the two men were walking around the kitchen, it's clear they were aware of this. Would the homeowners ever get up during this? And it's possible things could have ended a lot worse than just a few stolen items.
Damn.
The two responsible for the burglary have yet to be identified by police.
I was yet to be identified when they on camera. That's crazy.
Jerome Kennedy and his wife were homeowners in Pittsburgh. They were your everyday average family.
You gotta get that 4K.
However, in July of 2017, the couple would start to hear strange noises coming from their attic during the night, like enough to wake them up. At first, they would ignore it, but over the next couple of nights, in addition to the noises, they would now also see a light shining in through a pipe. This would push Jerome to call the police. He believed his neighbor, who he shared an adjoining wall with, was responsible. But when police went over to question his neighbor, he would deny everything. And because Jerome didn't have any proof, police couldn't really do anything. But still believing his neighbor was responsible, Jerome would manually set up a camera in his attic to get proof.
There you go.
At the very least, to see what was actually happening. That night, Jerome and his wife would not wake up to any noises, but Jerome would decide to review the footage anyway. And this is the sight he was met with.
What the hell? What's up with these old ass dudes, bro? They really be creeping out here. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do?
Jerome's suspicions were correct. His neighbor, Robert Havrilla, can be seen crawling around the attic with a power drill. Seeing this, Jerome would once again call the police. Now that he had video evidence to show them, his neighbor Robert would promptly be arrested. It was later discovered that Robert had made a removable wall to gain access to their attic. And under the attic, multiple holes were found drilled into the shared brick wall between the two houses.
For what?
This evidence, along with the disturbing footage itself, would ultimately get Robert Havrilla charged with stalking and trespassing.
All this, and you got charged, bro. What the hell is wrong with you?
On a day in October of 2021, a mother named Keen Winchester and her 2-year-old son were home alone. The day started out like usual, but later on this would change. She would begin to hear banging on her front door, followed by a male voice yelling for help. Naturally, she would go up to her front door to see who it was, but she didn't recognize the man, so she decided to ignore it. Over time, the banging and yelling would only grow louder. It got to the point where it was clear the man was no longer simply trying to get the homeowner's attention, rather he was genuinely trying to break into the house. In response, the mother would grab her 2-year-old son and barricade themselves in an upstairs bathroom. Horrifyingly, while they were hiding, they would begin to hear actual glass shattering. The man had broken into the house, all of which was captured by one of the home's security cameras.
Jeez, man. That's the first thing. Help! That's not gonna help you out. You yelling ain't gonna help me help you. You busting my glass though. I mean, you lucky it's just 2 females in there. You bust my glass, you got to get your ass whooped.
The man was able to use a piece of firewood to shatter one of the windows.
So we gonna get the
From
cops
there, he would dive
called?
headfirst into the house. As soon as she heard shattering glass, the mother would desperately call the police, explaining the situation she was now in. It would take the police a total of 10 minutes to respond. During that time, however, the intruder was unable to locate where the mother and her 2-year-old son were hiding.
Please.
When the police finally did arrive, the man would be arrested and later hospitalized for cuts he received while climbing through the window.
Please.
It's still unclear why the man did it.
Call
He had
faster.
no connections with any of the homeowners. Police believe this was the result of him being under the influence of something, but what exactly is never made clear. It's also not clear what he would have done had he actually found the mother and her 2-year-old son.
You know what he would have did? He just bust glass. He would have messed them up.
Way back in November of 2009, a man named Joe Cummings lived in a small New York
Joe
apartment.
Cummings.
He would suddenly start to notice food disappearing from his fridge and pantry that
that's
he knew
why
for a
we know
fact
Joe
he
Cummings.
himself was not eating.
We've
After
watched this
went on for a
before.
while, he finally confronted his girlfriend about it. But oddly,
We
she would
watched
deny
this
eating
a
any
few
of his
videos
food.
ago.
Not believing her, Joe decided to set up a camera overnight
Okay,
so that he could catch her in the
all
act and
of
confront her
this.
with the evidence. However, when Joe woke up the next morning and reviewed
Look,
the
most
footage,
replayed. I already watched that. I'm not gonna watch it again. It's a waste of footage.
in 2016, a couple of homeowners in Australia would notice a strange man on their home security cameras walking around their property.
These
At
dudes be
first, it was assumed it
creeping.
was someone they knew stopping by.
Nah,
This theory was quickly
man.
discarded when the man began to crouch down and creep around the property, clearly as if he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. At one point, he can even be seen hiding behind a parked truck so that a passing car wouldn't be able to spot him.
That man's on some Spider-Man stuff. You see this? Bruh. He didn't see the camera?
This would of course be a shocking discovery for the homeowners, and it made them question whether this was the first time the man had creeped around their property. In fact, the
I don't
homeowners
think
would
nobody
actually
looks
go
for
back and
cameras at
check
first.
previous footage to see if they could find any other occurrences. It turns out they would find another. It happened a few days prior. This time, the man was looking in through a back door of the house with a flashlight.
Oh, dude, you ain't got nothing else to do. He looking through and then he's turning it off. Yeah, look up, see if you see a camera. That man got a mask on and everything. People don't have nothing to do, I see. You could be putting this time and effort into a job, man, so you don't have to be walking around doing this.
What exactly this man is doing, or what he had planned, is unknown. The homeowners would notify the police about the situation, but they couldn't identify the man, so there wasn't really much they could do.
They only
At
gotta
least according to
upgrade
what's
them
been
cameras.
documented, the man would not be seen on the property again.
Need at least 1080p cameras. You can't just have like 720p. You ain't gonna be able to see nobody.
This footage was taken in New Jersey. A mother and her 2 daughters were home alone at night. The home they lived in was 2 stories. The 3 of them were all upstairs. That's when the mother would begin to hear strange noises coming from downstairs. No one was supposed to be down there, so a little concerned, the mother would check the home security cameras on her phone. This is the sight she was met with. A man who she'd never seen before could quite clearly be seen walking around the first floor of her house. Right when she saw this, she would silently barricade herself and her 2 daughters in an
Please
upstairs
call the
bathroom.
cops already.
Then she would call the police.
Thank you.
However, the police would take a while to respond, leaving her and her 2 daughters to basically just sit there watching this man through the house's security cameras, praying he wouldn't come upstairs.
Is this an old dude? What the... Yo, he looks old. He look like he in his 50s. Maybe even 60s. What the hell? Yo, desperate times, but like, come on, don't be robbing
Fortunately,
people.
the man would not end up going upstairs. In fact, when the police finally did arrive, the man was gone. Though his intents were clear. He had left with multiple valuables.
I would have started making noises.
You could even see him carrying the homeowner's purse. But as far as if he had gone upstairs and found the homeowners, there's no way to tell what he would have done. Had this happened, and things could have easily gone a lot worse.
Like 5 minutes? Not sure when I have kids, but I would have, if it was me by myself.
They would be unsuccessful in identifying him.
I'd have made noise so I could see what he would have did. If he gonna drop the purse, or if he gonna come upstairs. Damn, the cops took that long though? That's crazy, bro. At least he called them like immediately. Yeah, man. People gotta lock their doors, because I know he just entered. He just entered without the door being locked. That dude, oh man, these people, bro, they creeping. They creeping. But they not doing it right. They messing it up. Well, thank you guys for watching. That was an interesting video. They creeping, but the cops lurking. So we gonna get them, hopefully. I don't know. People gotta do better. All right, I'm out. Peace.